Have learned about myself in 2021, and I think me kind of taking a lot of time inside. 2020, I did a lot of traveling back and forth from place to place. 2021, I did less travel than I did in 2022, so it had me and then also when I got in a real relationship, I was able to kind of like sit inside a lot and kind of like sit inside to really get to know my surroundings and my environment and my living status, right? My living arrangements and stuff, right? So I think I learned about myself that a lot of things that I was, again, I said this earlier, but it was my first time voicing this. I've been thinking about it this whole year, but it was my first time actually voicing this last night, and it kind of had me emotional. So it really made me realize when I was my most happiest when it came to living arrangement, right? So I realized about myself in 2021 that a video came across my time hop when I was living in Jackson Landing, and I was in my kitchen. It was a little small kitchen. It was like a little, kind of like one of them little shotgun kitchens where only two people could fit, and y'all had to be like next to each other. Y'all can't be, in front, this, that, and all, because it was real small. So I used to cook and stuff in the kitchen, whatever. Anyway, saying that to say, if I could have took that 2-bedroom apartment and put it in a different location, I think I still would have been happy. That's what I think. I think the where it was located, I didn't like. It was located in the hood. I didn't like it. But if it was placed somewhere else, I probably would have been just as happy. So all that to say, I think a lot of stuff that I tried doing when it came to my houses, my cars, this, that, and all that. I feel like I could have went without a lot of stuff. This house is not me. This house is not me. This house is not, it's not. So basically, like when you get money, you kind of start trying new things. Like you'll try things that you wasn't used to. You gonna start getting into. So some things are gonna stick, and some things are gonna not. So basically, like, let's say you used to eat noodles and now you love seafood. Now you love lobster, right? And as you get older, you're gonna realize, damn, I used to really enjoy noodles. Like I used to really enjoy, grits with cheese. I used to really, enjoy such and such. So, but it's kind of like some people hit that point in their life a little later, way late, like probably like when they're older. I think I hit it real early. I think this is a time where I really hit it. I think I hit the point to where I don't need all this. Like, this house is big for nothing. It's big, it's stupid, don't even make sense. Me getting a dining room table that's decorated and to not use it, it don't make sense. Like, that wasn't the life I envisioned for myself. I think I envisioned I lost sight of what I really envisioned. I wanted a bigger dining room table so all the kids could fit. It went from me wanting a bigger dining room table where the kids could fit to wanting a bigger dining room table just to decorate it and not use it. So stuff like that, it just didn't make sense. It went to me wanting a big house, and the kids still not happy. Like, I think it kind of hit me when they said, like, I miss this house. Like, this house was a fun house to stay in. And it was a much cheaper house, much smaller house, but they felt like they missed the house because of where it was and how many more things it was to do in the house. So, like I said, I feel like a lot of people hit that milestone in their life when they're older. Like, if you never had a certain type of car and then you get it, then you realize, this car ain't no different from all other cars. It's just nicer and it's just more luxury. Or it costs more. It's just that way. So a lot of things I could have went without in my life in these past 2-3 years. I could have went without a lot of things. I was just as happy in the 2-bedroom. I was just as happy in the journey. I was just as happy in minor stuff, and I felt like that was big. So not saying nothing I got I'm going to give up. I'm still going to keep whatever I bought, my houses, my cars, whatever. I'm going to keep all that. Even with the cars, I didn't go crazy with the cars because I'm not into cars. I'm not into cars. I don't know too much about cars. I think I was I was getting so much money, I had to put it somewhere. I couldn't have it in my bank account, so I had to spend it on something. So I was buying property, I was buying land, I was buying cars. I was just buying stuff that just, some things didn't make sense, some things did. I did more of my money than anybody else who never had money probably would have done. So I did do great things with it, but everything just wasn't worth it. So, but also when you hit that point to where some things are going to stick, like let's say you buy a big house and I worded it so well last night when I was talking to Ray, but okay, if you buy a big house, you don't care about the big house. You want a small house, but it's more functional for your family. When you buy that smaller house, you still may want a garage. You don't want to park on the street no more. So stuff like that stick. Little things stick. Like if I was to buy a different house and it's smaller but it's nicer for me, I'm not going crazy with decorations. I'm not going crazy with all these damn things that just don't make sense. Like a lot of things in this house just don't make sense to me, right? So but I still need a big dining room table because I need everybody to sit down and eat. I still need a garage because I ain't parking on the street. I still need a sub-zero refrigerator. I still need a walk-in pantry. It's some things that you still I still need a house with a pool. It's some things you're still gonna want because once you introduce yourself to new things, you actually like it. Some things you introduce yourself to, you don't really care for it. You're like, I could do without this. And some things you do, you need it. I don't need an outside fucking oven and grill outside anymore. I never used it. I bought this. When I first got it, I'm like, oh, this is dope. But it never got used. I think it got used probably like 2 times in January. I've been in this house for 2 years. So that stuff I can go without. A fucking dock, I don't need that. I'm never gonna buy a boat. It don't make sense. I'm never gonna buy a jet ski. I'm never gonna do it. So I don't need a dock. I'm gonna always want a pool. I'm gonna always want a driveway. I'm gonna always want a crazy shower, definitely. Because I find so much peace in my bathroom. I'm gonna always want heated floors in my bathroom. So certain things you introduce yourself to that you never had, you're gonna still want as time progresses and as you kind of dumb down your life. Like you're gonna get to that point where you make all this money and you're gonna wanna experience things you never experienced. And once you experience it, you're gonna realize you ain't really want that. You did it because you could. You did it because you had the money to. You did it because you was in a position to experience it. And they're gonna come to the point where you're gonna be like, all right, I'm done with that. I did that. I'm over it. Now give me something regular, right? I'ma always want a tree. I always did decorate. I always want trees when it come holiday time. So I'm always want a big tree. I'm always want a gas stove. But I've been like that since I was, broke. So I really realized about myself that all this shit I could have went without. Definitely could have. Didn't need it. Didn't need it. I'm glad I got a chance to experience. I'm always going with an island too. I'm always going with an island because I like to cook, and the island is definitely needed when it comes to, well, not needed, but it's good to have when you're cooking. But I don't need 5 cars. I got 5 cars for nothing. I just paid a $9,000 insurance bill because I pay every 6 months. I just paid a $9,000 insurance bill because I got all these cars that I don't even drive. Imagine, so look, when you have so much stuff, think about it. Like when you have so much stuff, you get to a point to where you don't even use it. You let other people use it, and you still paying for it, right? So when I go back to think all my cars I had, so many people used to use my cars, and I was still paying car insurance. The only notes I got on my cars is the Denali and the Durango. People was using the Denali, the Durango. I was still paying the note and the insurance. When you buy a house and you got 6 bedrooms and you only got 1 child, usually somebody gonna come stay with you. Somebody gonna come stay with you. You're gonna invite people over for the holidays. They're gonna stay with you. They're gonna stay over for the weekend and all that. So now stuff get used and it's not getting used by you. So when you just have so much stuff and you're not using it, it's gonna get used by somebody and it's not gonna be you, but you still gonna pay for it. So I learned that too in 2021. I ain't doing that no more at all. Now again, everything I'm talking about, I'm not gonna get rid of it. I'm not selling my house. I'm always gonna have this house. I'm not giving away no car, and if I do give it away, it's probably gonna be some family member. But you just really, it's really gonna hit you one day. It's gonna hit you one day like, damn, I got all this money, and everybody else is benefiting but you. You know, even if you are benefiting, too many people are benefiting off of what you have versus, and then you notice you start crippling people. You notice that a lot. You're gonna notice when you have so much to give, you will cripple people. You are enabling people. If you keep loaning the same person you call, and then you got so many calls where you forget that you loaned them the call, cause you ain't worried about the call. Think about it. I just got my Infinity back. Just got it back, and it been gone for months, and I forgot it was gone. I forgot I had the truck. That's how crazy shit start getting. My fucking Honda. I went 9 months without even driving my Honda. I bought that Honda. It's about to be, I think, a year. I bought that Honda in January. I just got my Honda back probably like 2-3 months ago. So, you know, you gonna start realizing you still gonna be paying on stuff that you're not using. Still gonna pay on stuff that you are not using. So 2022, I think this is a thing I'm definitely gonna not do no more. Like, I'm gonna stop getting stuff for me, saying it's for me, but it really ain't for me. It's really, you know, is really not for me. And it's not just about cars and stuff, just about anything. It's so many things that that I have had that I just didn't get to experience because I got it but I didn't use it. So yeah, I just feel like, so if you was to ever like all the, you know, the future entrepreneurs, the entrepreneurs or whoever who is doing very, very well in their career, once you get to a point to where you had all this money that you never had in your life, you're going to get to this stage where you think you're going to need this. You're going to think you're going to need a big old house. You're going to think you're going to need certain things that you don't need. It look good on social media, but are you really happy in the house? Are you really happy in this fucking Bentley you bought cash? Did you really need that? Like, you're going to start realizing things that you needed and things that you just wanted and things that you only wanted. Some things are only meant to be a huge flex. Some things are literally only meant just to be a huge flex. That's really all it's for. But 2022, I am dumbing my life all the way back.
Just drop, you hit me. The answer got pop, you hit me. I hit 100, I went for 1 million. I caught that body, I beat it, you hear me. Phones and they ringing, no slimming, you hear me. I know the ones and they answer, you hear me. I'm squeezing first, I can't let no big kill. The plus in the pad with no cash, just bill me. Hill. We smacking shit, can you hear? I'm shooting a rifle, get smacked like a deal. He tried to run and got hit in the ear. Went up 100, just trapping the kill. Ain't man a man that I feel. The money keep calling, I'm loaded, can't heal. 400 shots if you black and you heal. Bitch, don't get snarled like a deal. Scratch the whole bridge, just split with my pills. Tupac Machiavelli, I won in the real. Nigga quit capping and telling he feel. Co-signing yourself in your ad lib. Running by dope, you ain't so take a Advil. We don't scrap beef, you make it your cow pill. Trailing Marine, one shot, one kill. I'm selling Jack, Jill. Mook out the Zaners, get popped like a